Now, every time I get to go out on the MT09, the first word that I think of, try to describe the experience in one word: hooligans. I don't know why that is. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm overreacting to it, but I ride other bikes. I don't have that same feeling of that I want to do something illegal or marginally illegal. Anyway, it's a great day. I want to get out on the MT09, and whether it turns me into a hooligan or not, it's up to you to decide. All right, now the bike has over 20,000 miles on it, and it has just been a jewel. It has been as good as it gets. It's been more fun than I ever could have imagined. I've enjoyed customizing it a little bit, making some carbon fiber parts, making it my own. But the biggest thing of all, I enjoy getting out on the open road. I've been riding and owning and crashing motorcycles my whole life, probably over 65 years of riding, a lot of miles, a lot of things I shouldn't have done that I did. But in the end, somehow I survived. And when I got this bike, I knew this was like the crown jewel of my humble bike collection. You just get on this bike and you feel younger. The bike feels lighter than it really is. It's just so much fun to ride this bike, and you feel like being a badass. You feel like being a hooligan. You feel like robbing a bank. I don't know what. Something Yamaha had. They got it right. Now the sound of the MT09, this is a totally stock engine, totally stock exhaust, but I love the sound because at idle it is relatively quiet. You can sneak through these towns and villages and hamlets, and once you get into back roads where nobody's even listening, it changes dramatically at full throttle. And you really don't, the sad thing is the GoPros, both of the ones I have on a bike, don't pick up the sound exactly the way you hear it. When you're actually riding a bike, it's a little bit different sound, especially the rear camera. It doesn't pick up, it picks up a lot of road noise, I think, and tire noises and stuff. But when you're actually riding a bike, it's crystal clear, and it really is a nice sound. It's something that I never get sick of, even a little bit, listening to. Anyway, one of the good things about this bike that I like, it's the only bike I own that has safety features. It's got ABS, it's got traction control, it's got a quick shifter, it's got drive modes, it's got ABS. You feel, well, a little bit safer anyway, especially if you're doing your hooligan thing. But of course, the reality of riding a motorcycle is there's really no parachute. That's the bottom line. But again, that exhaust system, and there's no muffler on this. It's a catalytic converter and an outlet. That exhaust system, Yamaha somehow got it where I like it. I don't know. Maybe you like it too. again, I've owned the bike 5 years and a little over 20,000 miles, and everything about it that I thought was going to be good is even better than I thought, and some of the things I wasn't aware how good they were going to be are made it even better. And it's just, and I know my friends get sick and tired of hearing me say how much I like this bike, but I really do. And because I have a very humble bike collection, all the bikes are different from different eras of my involvement in motorcycling. This is the newest one. And this one, I wish I could go back and put a quick shifter on every one of them and put ABS and stuff, but I can't. Realistically, it's not going to happen. But this bike is the culmination of everything. And when I'm on this bike and I feel like doing this, that, or the other thing, I want to go for quite a nice long ride, no problem. 140-mile range. And when I want to do other things, go through populated areas or around where there's going to be a lot of law enforcement, it's nice and quiet at idle. And when I want to go into the backwoods, where I like to do most of my riding, or go up around the Picatinny Arsenal in that area, no matter where I go, the bike is suited. It's got a wide range of things it does well. It's not a one-trick pony. And because my wife gave it to me for my 75th birthday, this was my 75th birthday present, and God bless her. Thank you, Karen. That was a great gift. The Michelin 6 tires look like they're the tire of choice right now when it comes time to replace them, but they're wearing like iron. I'm very impressed. I made a lot of little carbon fiber parts, a lot of custom parts. The bike has been super easy to maintain. The original chain went $17,000, and everything about the bike is always just a little bit better than what you're expecting. But again, all of that aside, what really is the part of it that's the best of all is you get in a saddle and you get out on the open road, and then it really exceeds all of the expectations that you have. It, at least for me, it has. Now, I'm sure there's somebody that has a counterpoint to that, and we're not getting into comparisons here, but I really think, and it's my honest opinion, the MT09 is a very, very special motorcycle, and I, for one, absolutely will never sell mine. Make tons of aftermarket parts for people that want to hop up their engine or make a louder exhaust or whatever. I know Ray's got one with a lot of work done to it, but I like to keep mine totally stock. I think for me it just suits my needs better, and I do have to sneak around to get up and back from my riding area most of all. And just the way the bike comes from the factory, the stock, everything seems to work for me. Now, I took a lot of the flat black parts, the tail section, the chain guard, whatever. The more I painted the bike blue, I liked it better. Now, I spent the better part of the first 2 years that I owned the bike painting flat black parts, the scoops, all the things that came with the bike flat black. The windshield, I made 2 different windshields, making the parts around the headlights shiny black, among other things. And every time I'd go and do a little photo shoot and stand back and look at it, got to put more blue on it, more blue, more blue. And that just resonated with me over the course of 2 years. And when I added the carbon fiber fender from Vlad, and thank you Vlad, of course, and the carbon fiber hugger, those came from Europe, from Vlad's company. The shiny black mirrors, among other things. But the biggest single thing, the biggest modification of the bike, was making the wheels silver and getting all the casting marks out of the spokes, and that was an enormous job. By the way, all these things, every one of them is out on a channel. If you like, do a search. just some thoughts about the MT09 and the power band and how it relates to why I think it's just such a fun bike to ride, such an enjoyable bike to ride, such a practical bike to ride. You don't get home from a ride and you have a neck ache and a back ache and a this ache and that ache. For me, it's that power band that makes this a very special bike. Now, as a senior citizen hooligan, one of the things I always think, had I never gotten this bike for my birthday, had I gotten another bike, leave it at that, I don't know if I would have had the fun or the enthusiasm I've had between the years 75 of my life and 80. This bike has really kept the fire lit under me. It has really brought out the worst in my personality. Now that's giving it some credit too. And I have enjoyed working on it and polishing it and changing it and modifying it. It's become a very, very special part of my life, and in many ways that I can't even describe. And when I get up in the morning on a day I know I'm going to ride, I have a little bit more energy than if I was going to go and do something sedentary with that. Now, if you're new to our channel, we have a very, very eclectic channel. One of the new features we have now is some of the videos are grouped into groups that you can access all the videos for one category in one mouse click. And it should be very convenient and very handy. Just check out the feature on the main screen playlist. And thanks to everybody for supporting the channel. We appreciate your support, and it makes this channel possible with all the things we do, the painting, the wheels, the polishing. And please take a second or two and hit the like button. And thanks everyone for watching.